Hello, it's Philosopher at 4D Human Being, and here, as promised, is the first of the 5 videos that we are sending out over the next few days around the key qualities and skills that we really believe are going to help you and those that you know and love through the current curveball, through the current crisis. And just to recap, those qualities are connection, adaptability, resilience, story, and communication. And today we're going to start with resilience. Now, for me, the word resilience can sometimes have a connotation of kind of buckle up and be tough. And I think we have to be really, really careful at times like this that we don't kind of brace and toughen up and just try to push through while actually pushing down what's really going on for us. So I'd like us to think about resilience in a slightly different way, that it's really about kind of digging a bit deeper and finding that inner resource, that inner strength that's going to help see us through. So we're going to divide this up into 4 categories, and they are self-regulating, self-compassion, self-resourcing, and resourcing others. So the first one is self-regulating. Now, it's really important what state our physiology is in. I love the phrase by Deb Dana, who does a lot of work on the autonomic nervous system, the polyvagal theory, along with Stephen Porges, around story follows state. So the state that our body and our kind of heart rate and our insides are in is really going to dictate so much of then what unfolds in terms of our behaviour and in terms of our narrative and how we cope. So self-regulating, we need to think about if we become highly anxious and we become kind of hyperactive, or actually we just totally flop, we become really passive and we've become hypoactive, that we just shut down. And we want to get somewhere in the middle of what we call the window of tolerance, that we're in that nice green zone where we're coping. So with self-regulating, one of the things that you can do is around breathing and really breathing into your belly, really getting inside your body. So breathing nice and slowly, taking a moment to get back inside your body. I know that we're all stuck at home at the moment, but actually our home is our body, and a lot of us don't spend a lot of time there. So while you might be spending a lot of time in your house, are you spending a lot of time in your body home? So really get back in touch with your body. And the other thing around self-regulating is also around your physicality. So we can really do a lot around our posture that's going to change our state and change our thinking. So the lovely work done by Amy Cuddy and others around how our body language really changes our internal chemistry, changes our kind of neurochemistry, and changes how we feel and then how we operate. So a really simple thing that I really loved that I heard the other day is, as you sit at your desk at home, or you're kind of on your couch or sofa or on your bed, really watch that posture, particularly over laptops, over iPads and over phones, because the more hunched we are, this is how we are when we're sad, when we're worried and when we're grieving, and we need to tell our body a different story. So what I heard the other day was, every now and then, just imagine you've got an orange between your shoulder blades and you're just going to squeeze the orange. And that posture is sending such a different message to your brain that actually we're okay, we're coping, we're not in shutdown, we're not in defeat, we're good, we're resourceful and we're ready. And here's a little secret that not many people know, is while our brains can be really busy, actually there's a lot more information going from your body to your brain than there is from your brain to your body. So if you think about that like kind of traffic or highways, you've got a lot more traffic going up than you have going down. So what your body signals to your brain is really, really important. So you change your body, you'll change your brain state. So keep squeezing the orange. So the second thing around resilience is self-compassion. Now, many of us, when we hit difficult times, it's really easy for us to kind of grit our teeth and say, come on, get on with it, do what you need to do, and be quite tough on ourselves. And that will have something to do with what we've heard as a child, how we were kind of sometimes maybe spoken to by our caregivers or our parents, that actually the way that we cope is to kind of, as I said, brace and kind of, do what you think you should do and just come on, get on with it, be strong. But actually, sometimes we just need to be kind. And we talk a lot about being kind to other people. And one of the ways we can really self-resource is being kind to ourselves. And this bit is about acknowledging, actually, I'm having a difficult day, and that's okay. Let me do what I can do. I speak as somebody who needs to work on this every day, because I can be a bit of a kind of doer, right? Let's keep going. But actually we risk burnout. And even though, again, we're all at home, we keep talking about everything slowed down, we've got more time. Most people I speak to at the moment, that's just simply not true for them. They feel like they've got less time. They're with their family at home, but actually they're seeing their children less because they're so busy. So we can get very, very busy in a crisis and feel like we should be doing. But actually, often we need to be just a little bit more kind to ourselves. It's okay if that's all I can do today. I need to take care of myself as much as other people. So what's your kind, soothing voice? Can you access that? What's that voice saying to you? What could it say to you? What might you say to your child or to your niece or nephew or to your friend or loved one? What might you say if they were stressed and burnt out? Can you turn that back in on yourself and be kind to yourself? Ultimately, in the long term, that is going to do you a lot more good. So the third thing that I want to offer you is around self-resourcing. And with self-resourcing, what we can look at is really thinking about the resources I have inside. What are the qualities that I absolutely know about myself that I can tap into when times get tough? So some people are great organizers, some people are really creative, some people are really reliable, some people are really kind and compassionate, some people are really visionary and just have great ideas. What do you know about yourself? So something I know about myself, when my partner Tom died very suddenly nearly 4 years ago, I had to keep running the business. I was dependent on it. I had family members and colleagues who were also dependent on the business. So while, of course, I tried to be self-compassionate and take time during that very difficult period, I also had to dig deep, and I had to keep running the business because Tom had been my business partner. And what I absolutely know and knew about myself is that I have quite a lot of energy. So I can dig deep and tap into that energy and keep going. So what do you know about yourself? What can you really tap into? What skill, what quality has perhaps helped you before through a difficult time? And how can you use it now? And maybe think about, how can you use it in the next meeting you go to? Or how can you use it tomorrow, both at work and at home? How can you consciously use that quality to dig deep and resource yourself? Because you've got what it takes. You have what it takes to see you through this. We sometimes just need to take a moment and identify that skill. And don't underestimate, you might think, well, that's nothing, being a good organizer. Let me tell you, for those of us who have a more improvising mindset, the organizers are such a touchstone of safety and reliability during difficult times. So you will have a quality, you will have a skill that will be incredibly useful to you and to others. And the fourth thing that I want to talk about is how we help others self-resource. And this really is about appreciating and reminding. So if you know somebody who's anxious, you see somebody who's stressed, you know people who are worried or who are going through a difficult moment, what can you appreciate about them? What can you remind them that they have, that they can use right now? How can you reassure them that they also have what it takes? Tell them how they're good at really being a good listener, or maybe it's that they're really good at making you laugh, and that's been really, really helpful. So give them a stroke, remind them that they have qualities that are really going to help them through, and also that those qualities are also helping other people through. And there's a real bonus here around us helping other people in these difficult times, because there's been loads of research done about what it does to us when we help other people. And there's so many benefits, from boosting our immune system to making us feel happier. Ultimately, that makes us kind of more productive, if you like. Our blood pressure gets lower. There's lots and lots of health benefits as well to us helping others, how we feel when we're able to be in service of others. So they get the help, but you also get the help as well when you do something for them. So there's a little few things to think about with self-resourcing, resourcing others, also thinking about self-regulating yourself, keeping your system in check, and also around self-compassion. And for us at 4D Human Being, those are 4 really nice ways to think about how we can build our resilience during really difficult times without kind of bracing and kind of putting our armor on and being tough. If that's been useful to you, please do try out some of those tools and techniques and have a think about how you might use them in the next few days and coming weeks. And if this video has been useful, please do send it on to anybody else that you might think might benefit from some of this messaging. So at 4D Human Being, we really believe that whatever happens, whatever curveballs come our way, we are always at choice. We are always at choice. And some of these tools and techniques we offer you to help you get back to being really intentional and to being at choice. You can find us all over social media, pretty much at 4D Human Being, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our website, www.4dhumanbeing.com. We wish you well, stay safe, look after yourselves, and we'll be back soon with video number 2 on how connection can really help you through this time. Take care.